MOM! The waterfall. I used to think waterfalls were beautiful, but ever since that night, the sound of rushing water makes my stomach knot and my chest tighten. What happened out there wasn't a dream, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. It started when my mother disappeared. She wasn't the kind of person who just vanished. She was reliable, steady, and protective in that way. Mothers often are. I was 17 at the time, old enough to be left on my own for a night if she needed to work late, but she always called. Always! That night, she didn't. She had gone out for a hike near the state park, a place she loved to go when she needed to clear her head. She promised she'd be back before dark. When midnight came and went, and her car still wasn't in the driveway, I knew something was wrong. The police were called. Search teams combed the woods. They found her car near the trailhead, but no sign of her. The official explanation was that maybe she slipped, fell, and got carried away by the current of the river that fed into the waterfall. That place was dangerous. Locals had stories of people vanishing there, but they never found her body. For a year, I lived with that uncertainty. Every time I heard the distant rush of water in the shower, or the hiss of pipes in the house, I thought of her. I thought of the way she used to hum when she cooked. I thought of her laugh. I thought of how unfair it was that she could just disappear. But the real horror began on the 1-year anniversary of her disappearance. I was restless that night. I hadn't planned on going back to the waterfall, but something pulled me there. Maybe it was grief, maybe desperation, maybe something else entirely. The air was heavy with late summer humidity when I parked by the trailhead. The woods were eerily quiet, as if everything was holding its breath. I walked the trail with nothing but my phone flashlight, and the sound of rushing water grew louder with each step, almost like it was calling to me. When I reached a clearing, I froze. The waterfall stood there under the moonlight, mist curling off the rocks like smoke. The roar of it was deafening, but underneath it, I swear, I heard something else. A voice. At first, I thought it was just the water playing tricks on me, but then it grew clearer, weaving through the sound like a thread. Ethan. My blood turned to ice. It was my mother's voice. I stumbled forward, heart pounding, scanning the falls with my light. My throat tightened, but I managed to call out. Mom! The voice answered almost instantly, faint but unmistakable. I'm here! Behind the water. I can't describe the feeling that came over me then. Relief! Terror! Disbelief! Tangled together. I wanted to believe she was alive, that somehow she had survived, that maybe she had been trapped or hidden all this time. But something felt wrong. The voice had a hollow quality to it, like it wasn't coming from lungs, but from somewhere deeper, emptier. I told myself I was imagining it. That grief was making me hear things. That if I just looked closer, I'd see nothing. But when I stepped closer, I saw movement. Through the sheet of water, in the shadows of the rock wall behind it, I saw the faint outline of a hand press forward. Long, pale fingers splayed against the curtain of water. They looked too long, like they'd been stretched. My stomach flipped. I wanted to run. Every instinct screamed at me to turn back. But then the voice came again. Soft, coaxing. Ethan, don't leave me. Come closer! Tears blurred my vision. I wanted it to be her. I wanted it so badly. I stepped to the edge of the rocks, the spray hitting my face. My phone buzzed in my pocket, startling me. When I pulled it out, the cracked screen lit up with a text from an unknown number. Don't listen. That's not her! The message made my skin crawl. I whipped around, shining my flashlight into the trees, expecting someone to be there. But I was alone? When I turned back, the figure had stepped through the falls. It looked like my mother at first, her hair wet and clinging to her face, her clothes hanging heavy with water. For one blissful second, I thought it really was her. But then she smiled. Her mouth stretched too wide, her lips curling back far beyond what was natural. The grin didn't stop at her cheeks, it kept pulling, tearing upward until it nearly split her face. Her eyes were black, bottomless holes. Stay with me forever, the thing whispered, though her mouth didn't move with the words. The sound echoed inside my skull rather than my ears. I stumbled backward, slipping on the wet rocks. My flashlight skidded across the ground, the beam spinning wildly before cutting out completely. I was swallowed in darkness, the roar of the waterfall crashing around me. Then I felt it. Cold fingers brushed to the back of my neck. I bolted. I don't remember how I made it back to the car, only that I didn't stop running. Branches clawed at my arms, roots caught my feet, but I didn't dare look back. I only heard her voice, clearer now, chasing me through the trees. Ethan, don't run! Come back! Come back! I didn't stop until I slammed the car door shut and locked it. My chest heaved, my whole body trembling. Through the windshield, I thought I saw her. It's standing at the edge of the trail. Just a dark silhouette against the mist. And then it was gone. That was months ago. I don't talk about it to anyone. Who would believe me? But sometimes, late at night, I hear her again. Not outside, not in the woods, but through the walls of my house. The sound of rushing water fills my ears, and beneath it, her voice, soft and beckoning. Ethan, come closer. I don't know how long I can resist it. Because deep down, a part of me still wants to believe. A part of me still wants my mother back. And I'm terrified that one night, when the sound of the water gets too loud to ignore, I'll go back to the waterfall. And this time, I won't come back.